Brought to you by JEGS.
Welcome back to Quick Tips. I'm Max, and we have a great tip for you this week. It's also an important one, so listen close and press like to let us know you feel us, just like we feel you. There's nothing wrong there. So, when you slide a QuickJack frame under the lift points, you have a few options with how you stack the rubber lift blocks. You can use the short block for a low stance car, the tall block by itself, or the short and the tall block together to get the full 21 inches of rise. However, this only makes sense if there's a little bit of space between the blocks and the lift point. That's because QuickJack, like any other pantograph style lift, doesn't work from a zero net rise position. There always needs to be a gap between the rubber block and the lift point, so the cylinders can generate enough force to lift your vehicle. If your rubber blocks are touching or very nearly touching your car's lift points, try using only one block. Experiment a little, like college. In science class, Dave. Speaking of chemistry, please like our video and subscribe to get more great tips and keep building off this chemistry we have going together. Right, Dave? Where'd Dave go? He said what? Dave, get over here.
Welcome to Quick Tips. Today we're talking about stacking rubber blocks. We've gotten a lot of comments, concerns, questions, messages, you name it, about the stability of will my car be safe if these are stacked? How do I do it? What's the right way? What's the wrong way? Let's check it out today. Now when you order your QuickJack, you'll get two sets of blocks, small block and a big block. And you can't just put these straight in the tray and lift your car as is, but if you need a little bit more lift, we recommend putting the small block on top of the big block. That'll give the best stability for your car. Do not put the big block on top of the small block. Don't form a L, don't form a T, don't sideways stack it. You always want to keep the small block on top of the big block. Now let's check it out. We have QuickJack in place, the blocks are stacked and they're underneath the right lift points. So let's go ahead and lift it up and check out the stability. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a shove. And there you have it. The car is perfectly stable because we put the large block on the bottom and the small block on top.
Glad you're back with us here on Quick Tips. We have a great one for you this week. After much anticipation, our latest QuickJack accessory, the pinch-weld blocks, are ready to go. These blocks, as you can see, have slits in the top as opposed to our regular treaded blocks. As you probably know, unibody vehicles like this one have a rail that runs down the wheelbase with designated lift points on each side. Our pinch-weld blocks are made specifically for these rails. You can see our own Mustang has the pinch-weld snug around the rail, right at the proper lift points. The pinch-weld blocks are taller than the small standard blocks, so they work well on their own. You can, however, stack the pinch-weld on top of the rubber block like this, if there's vehicle clearance to do so. I do have to make my little legal pitch, though, to always check the frames are lifting in an even and stable manner from the recommended lift points. Stop immediately if you notice any irregularities, okay? If you've been using our standard blocks on your unibody vehicle, we highly recommend you cough up that pocket change to get these. You don't even have to turn your head. They're made from a harder urethane than these standard blocks, and it's better equipped to handle pressure exerted by the rail. They're also great for throwing at Dave. Catch, Dave. He hates that. And that's all for Quick Tips.
Brought to you by JEGS. Fast Delivery. Your source for high performance and quality. Delivering performance since 1960. JEGS.com.